It's very, very important that the people understand and know that the Gullah people are here. We say Binya versus Binya. Without the people, you don't have the culture. I mean, simple as that.
This is very unique. Once you see it, you'll never forget it, right? This is the clip dagger. This is the plant that is indigenous to coastal Africa. It's indigenous to coastal Africa, but it's here on Sapelo. I love that connection to the continent. I wonder, well, how did it get here? You know, was it one of those seeds that was tucked in a braid of a woman, right? But it's here. So this is a picture of Mr. Hall's general store, what it looked like. And this is Mr. Charles Hall Sr. and Mrs. Beulah Hall, and they are the owners of this establishment, right? Even to this day, they are the owners. I am just here playing my part, but this is their baby. Yeah, it's very ancestral, right? And so being a Gullah-Geechee woman, Sapelo is like home. Mr. Hall's general store was established in 1920. So this is a 105-year-old store that was a staple in the community. After Mr. Hall and Mrs. Beulah Hall passed away, the store did sit idle for 55 years. This year, in 2025, we were able to renovate the store and turn it into an artisan market. The purpose of the artisan market is for it to be a place where artisans here in the community, descendants here in the community, could have a place to sell the things that they make with their hands. This is the very first signature product that we created for the market, and it is our Hog Hammock Artisan Market canvas bag. It's pretty popular. Eventually, once we get our farming project up and going, we desire to have fruits, vegetables, fresh herbs, fresh flowers. Being here on Sapelo, knowing that it comes from a very rich agrarian culture, meaning that people grew their own food. They did not have to go across the water because they were very much so self-sufficient, and that is absolutely a goal, is to be self-sufficient again on this island, which is going to take some time, but we're confident it's going to happen. Yeah, I wanted to point out this one single sugar cane. Now this comes from Mr. Hall's sugar cane. I was able to bring it over here just so that I could have that energy here on this land. And so this is Mr. Hall's original blue ribbon sugar cane.
I'm not sure if you can hear that rooster, but there are some chickens. Look at the back area. So I told you we grew up in this area. So my brother informed me that they would, when they were younger, they would hunt for rabbits. So this area back here would be their spot. He said, "Oh, we would hunt for rabbits all the time back here." I am a sixth generation native islander, Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. The youngest of 4 children. Mother and father all grew up here, born and raised here, and my grandparents and so forth. The sense of community on Hilton Head growing up was really something that I'll always remember. Going to church. Back then, each church had a Sunday that we would congregate. The First African Baptist Church, which is the mother church that would be third Sundays. Another church would be first Sunday, second Sunday. So we kind of rotated. So we had an opportunity to attend all of the churches and get to know different people in the community that way. We had a close-knit relationship with my grandmother, Georgiana Bryan. She was an entrepreneur with no education. She lived in her house. She rented out her rooms. People would come from all over to harvest to the tomato fields on Hilton Head at that time. They would, she would rent them those houses, or one-room shack. Really, that's what it is. That's what it was. But really having that sense of a village. Just to share this, because I know you're going to see Ty. I saw Ty's grandmother. She said, well, I rented a room from your grandmother years ago.
Just sending some messages, peace, love, kindness, joy, cooperation, generosity, in English and Spanish, so everybody's welcome. That's the purpose of Beautiful Island Square. Everybody's welcome. When you come here, it's like no other place on Hilton Head. Well, my grandmother was actually born here on Hilton Head in Sea Pines. Spanish Wells is where I grew up at, coming here for the summers. I learned how to swim, crab, fishing right in the creeks, right behind the area where we grew up at. So it was definitely a great experience, a great way of life. And I'm glad that I was able to experience that, because it's totally different now, totally different. We have an older piece here. Sadly, the family decided to sell their property, and before they tore the building down, I went in and I dig this up, and we have a plot here kind of giving some history of the Singleton family. Singleton Beach is actually named after the family there. So this was in honor of the Singleton family, Miss Singleton. So Hilton Head was incorporated in 1983. Developers came in and purchased large tracts of land, which they formerly plantations, and they started developing. And the Gullah natives fought that, and we lost. In 1987, they came with their land management ordinance, the set of rules and regulations that determines what the native islanders will do with their property. We're not developers. We're just trying to sustain, to maintain, to be here, to live on our land.
Normally there would be different types of birds out, but I don't see any right now. Last year was around Thanksgiving. I just happened to see this house on the market. I grew up on this road and knew when this house was built, but that was about it. I made an offer on the home and it was accepted. So I started doing a research on the property. It's very quiet, peaceful. When I looked at the historical tax information, I saw the name Gilbert Miller. My mother's a Miller, that's her maiden name. So I asked my mother about it, and we connected the pieces that, the property was actually a part of our family land. I guess over the years, I'm not sure what happened, but land was sold or lost. But I was just very grateful to be able to at least reclaim an acre. The connection to the land is very, very important. I just feel there's a greater purpose in it. I feel it's a place of healing. It's a place of remembrance. It's a place of connection. And not only for me, but for others who may, if they don't know their family history, they're seeking. Standing on the grounds now, standing on this place, in this spot, I do feel a sense of oneness with it. Also, just a sense of gratitude for him. The initial intent was, the land is not to be sold, but to be kept for the unborn generation. Me, I was the unborn generation he was referring to. My vision is that Gullah-Geechee on Hilton Head will continue to live. Even though we may be small in number, we are powerful. Our story is powerful. I see us really uniting as a Gullah community, one community after another. Because what affects me affects you. What affects Sapelo Island affects Hilton Head. So it's one community, one Gullah community. That's what I see.